big breaking news that's coming from the United States of America. U.S. President Donald Trump has declared that Joe Biden's last-minute presidential pardons, including one that was given to his son Hunter Biden, are now null and void. President Trump said that Joe Biden may not even have been aware of what all was being signed in his name, as an auto pen was used to sign the documents. President Trump made this announcement on his social media platform, Truth Social. Let me quickly go across to my colleague Ritanshu Bhattacharya joining us for more on this. Ritanshu, a big update coming from the United States of America. Trump saying that whatever presidential pardons that Biden had given during his last few months as president now stand null and void. Basically, basically giving a threat to all the pardons that he gave to himself, his son, a lot of his family members, and several other individuals who did get the presidential pardon during the last few weeks.
Well, yes, indeed. It is unprecedented after unprecedented. Remember, Biden's move in order to grant these people pardons in the last hours of his presidency itself had come in from a lot of criticism and a lot of scrutiny as well as to whether they were morally and ethically correct. And now, in another unprecedented move, Donald Trump has essentially voided and nullified these pardons. Now, first question our viewers might ask is, what exactly is an auto pen? Now, auto pen is a device which, quite literally, as the name suggests, signs an order on the behalf of the president who might not be physically present or might not be able to go through the documents as well. Now, that has been going on for several years in the United States. So there have been many key documents that have been signed with an auto pen, and they have generally been seen as legally valid. However, the use of an auto pen for presidential pardons has not generally been verified or not generally been contested so far. So the first key takeaway comes in that there's going to be a lot of legal scrutiny over whether the decision to void pardons being used with an auto pen is correct or not. Firstly, we don't even know whether Joe Biden indeed used an auto pen as well. As you rightly pointed out, a lot of these pardons were used, was given for in the last few days of Joe Biden's presidency for his son, his family members, along with that Anthony Fauci, who was, of course, the head of the CDC, then chief of the U.S. military, and a lot of other people who investigated into the role of Trump and his supporters into the January 6 Capitol riots here. Now, it is inconceivable that Joe Biden probably did not know that he was pardoning his own family members, given that it was an unprecedented decision here. So expect a Democrat or the Biden camp to come back and deny charges that they used an auto pen to come up with these pardons here. So anyway, as has been the case with a lot of Trump decisions in the first 2 months of his presidency. A, it is unprecedented. B, it is most likely going to be challenged. And C, whether it lives up to legal scrutiny or not remains to be the big question going forward.
All right, we'll have to wait and watch how that really moves forward. Ritanshu Bhattacharya, thanks very much for joining us at the moment, getting us all those details. Remember, viewers, US presidents have, like Ritanshu was saying, used auto pens because of the sheer volume of documents that they have to sign. But whether or not, they were valid during the presidency of Joe Biden, that needs to be seen, because remember, there were a lot of questions also raised by Democrats themselves as far as Joe Biden's mental health is concerned.